aka my phone right now, because my camera's a piece of junk. But on today's agenda, we are installing new flares on the Forester. But the first thing we need to do is we're going to be going to probably Home Depot. I need to get some new self-tappers because I'm cheap like that. Eventually I want to get Downstar hardware, but it can get quite pricey. But self-tappers do the job, and they're cheap. So I'm probably gonna throw in a different video. I did like an introduction video for like Subi Flow because they asked for a breakdown of the inside of the car and outside of the car, and luckily he's okay with NAs because that's what this is. It's a 2003 Subaru Forester. Mainly all the work done to it is cosmetic because performance-wise, there's not a whole lot out there for the NAs. So, I mean, just besides I have a full exhaust and a drop-in K&N filter. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna throw that clip into this video just so you guys can kind of like get up to speed on what I have and what I've done to it. You know, my Forester is literally like a straight up budget build. Like, I can't remember exactly how much I've like put into it, but I mean most of it was getting the car running right, because when I first bought the car, literally a month later or 2 months later, I had to replace the engine. And I didn't know how to do that. So I went to YouTube University on how to do that, and now she's running like a champ. So everything I'm going to be doing in like the next few videos is I'm basically getting my car ready for this summer, because we got a few events that we plan on going to, like in the early summer and then in the fall. So first thing is I'm trying to get some stuff ready for the My Subi spring opener. It's a local car group from like the Detroit area, and then after that is hopefully getting the car fully wrapped for Subi Fest Midwest. So, you know, we're gonna have to do some body work. I did some body work for some stuff last year, but I kind of rushed it because it was just a really tight time frame. So I did it like a couple days before, and that was a mistake. So I'm gonna be redoing that, and then I'm probably gonna order a few other things to install just to make the car look a lot cleaner and all that. But then the one that I'm really excited for is when October comes around, we're going to Slammed Enough Gatlinburg, baby. So that'll be my first time taking the Forester all the way down there. And then I also can't wait to drive the Tail of the Dragon. So we got a pretty big group of people renting out a cabin up in the mountains in Gatlinburg. I think we're doing it for 3 days. But I couldn't be any more excited. That's what I'm mainly looking forward to the most. So yeah, it'll be a fun time. Not gonna lie, I feel very weird filming right now. Oh boy. There we go. Self-tapper should be down here. Oh, thank God there's nobody in the aisle. Let's see, I'll probably get the 3/4 inch, maybe. I don't know what I want. So the flares we are installing today are just some 60 millimeter, I guess you'd say new school flares from Rising Tuning. I mocked up the front one the other day and it looks pretty sick and I'm excited. I currently just have some eBay flares right now. They're 60 millimeters, like a carbon fiber finish, you know, very ricey, but I own up to it because I don't care. But I fucked up the rear when I made the slit for the door, and it kind of sunk inward and then looks like crap. So main reason why I decided to get new flares. I would have got Carlton stuff, but I almost got the Angry Acorns wide body kit and the Fender's kit. I kept on just going all over the place because I didn't know what I wanted, but I decided I wanted to stay with just the flare look. So yeah. So one thing I just want to get out of the way is this car is rusty as hell underneath the rear flares, hence why I did the flares. You know, when I first bought it wasn't too bad, but I daily this all the time because it's my only car. But so when I take them rear flares off, I don't want any hate, because I feel like most people that do flares either want to or they have rust. So, and it's pretty bad, and I'm not excited for the body work I'm gonna be doing later on when I'm prepping the car to be wrapped. So another thing you're gonna see too as I'm taking off the flares is you're gonna see my old thread suits, I think they're called, from like my first ever set of flares that I put on the car, because they need to be either grinded out, well, probably only need to be grinded out, but so it's very ugly underneath the flares, so please don't hate. Alright, we're pulling up on Matt's house. Gotta go pretty slow because his road is not the greatest. Ugh. Aw, he's already opened up the garage for me. Gotta watch this bump. And there's the boy. His wife's Eclipse. So dope.
Take one.
Ooh. Ooh. All the goodies are in there. Yeah, 'cause my mid wing's in there and the flares and the eyelids.
Right.
So, but I need to get that stuff wrapped first.
So I have to cut the flare too.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I'm worried about, is because what happened to this side, and it's disgusting. So we'll figure it out though.
Why is it like that? It's like warped.
I tried heating it up and everything too, but like it just was not going well.
Right.
So
Ooh.
yep, so in this box from Rising Tuning, we got the flares. Well, first, another piece I'm excited for is that mid wing. I plan on wrapping that. Then we got these boys. So these are 60 millimeters from Rising Tuning. They're just universal sets. And then down at, oh, what's that? But I got my eyelids down there still. So this is what I all got from Rising Tuning. So we got the new mid-wing, new 60 millimeter flares, some eyelids, and they sent me some air fresheners. So that's dope. I wish there was a couple stickers, but I don't think there is. But yeah, so we're actually working on this right now. Again, new harmonic balancer on. Had to get the rest of the half shell off, so. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if I do have to run them extended studs in 12 mil, because then I feel like it would be pushed out just enough to where it's like this will be lined up with the outside edge. But so far, so good. I'm excited. So currently back here, we're running into the issue where we had this section mounted in, but it was sticking out really far. So we're gonna try out some moon cuts for the two mounting points that are right here, and hopefully we can sink it back in, make it sit good. But so far the the front is done. We had to do a bunch of moon cuts, and we cut the ends off and made it sit nice and pretty. So here we are. Well, one side's done. Took longer than expected, but I think we know what we're doing now. So yeah, these fit the body way better compared to literally all the other flares I had. So, but I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to do extended studs and my slip-on spacers that I have probably in the front, just to bring it out, and probably a little bit more camber. So we just finished up installing the new flares. They look really good. I'm just gonna go find a spot and I'll do a little walk around and explain a little bit more of what we did. I kind of forgot to film more because we were just like really focused, but there was some stuff that it basically, you know, using the Dremel, sanding, measuring and all that good stuff. So once I find a spot, I'll reveal it to you guys. So all right, found a spot. Just at a local Cube Smart right now, but best spot I could find. But so here are the new flares. They turned out pretty good. You know, it took a lot of time for the rears, you know, just to get the cut in there, and then made sure I try to sit as best as possible. And, you know, we got it pretty damn close, but it looks so much better than my old setup. So these are the Rising Tuning Universal 60mm flares, and I want to say it's more of like that new school style, but it just fits the car so much better. I do need to adjust my fitment a little bit, especially the fronts. I got some ARP extended studs and some 12mm slip-on spaces I'm probably going to do to bring it out, make it sit a little bit more flush. I might have to run just a little bit of camber. And then I actually got to adjust the height in the rear, mainly on this side, because this side sits a little bit higher.